Beatrice Adagala is a Kenyan public servant and political leader best known for her role as the woman representative for Vihiga County. Her career has been defined by grassroots activism, advocacy for women and youth, and a deep commitment to improving social and economic conditions in her community. Through years of public service, she has built a reputation as a people-centered leader focused on inclusivity, empowerment, and sustainable development. Beatrice Adagala was born and raised in Vihiga County, a region characterized by high population density, limited land resources, and persistent socio-economic challenges. Growing up in this environment exposed her early to issues such as poverty, unemployment, and unequal access to education and healthcare. These experiences shaped her understanding of the struggles faced by ordinary Kenyans and planted the seeds of her future involvement in public service. From a young age, she developed a strong sense of responsibility toward her community and a desire to contribute to meaningful change. Education played an important role in shaping Adagala's worldview and leadership capacity. She pursued her studies with determination, recognizing education as a critical tool for personal advancement and community transformation. Her academic journey helped her develop communication skills, confidence, and an appreciation for structured problem-solving. Beyond formal education, she gained valuable life experience through community engagement and participation in development initiatives, which broadened her understanding of governance and public administration. Before entering elective politics, Beatrice Adagala was actively involved in community development and public service. She worked closely with grassroots organizations, women's groups, and youth initiatives, focusing on social empowerment and economic inclusion. Her involvement in these activities allowed her to understand the everyday realities of families in Vihiga County, particularly women who often bore the brunt of economic hardship. Through this work, she emerged as a trusted mobilizer and advocate, capable of bringing people together around shared goals. Adagala's transition into politics was motivated by a desire to amplify community voices and influence policy from a position of authority. She sought elective office at a time when there was increasing recognition of the need for leaders who were grounded in grassroots realities. Her campaign for the position of woman representative emphasized unity, development, and accountability. She positioned herself as a leader committed to practical solutions rather than rhetoric, appealing to voters who wanted tangible improvements in their lives. Upon her election as woman representative for Vihiga County, Beatrice Adagala assumed the responsibility of representing women's interests and broader county concerns in the National Assembly. Her election marked an important milestone for women's political participation in the county and symbolized growing acceptance of women as key decision-makers in leadership. In Parliament, she quickly aligned her legislative priorities with the needs of her constituents, focusing on social development, education, and economic empowerment. One of the central pillars of Beatrice Adagala's leadership has been women's empowerment. She has consistently advocated for initiatives that support women's economic independence and participation in public life. Through the National Government Affirmative Action Fund, NGF, she has supported women-led groups, table banking initiatives, and small-scale enterprises. These programs have helped women generate income, support their families, and gain confidence as economic actors within their communities. Youth empowerment has also featured prominently in Adagala's work. Recognizing the high levels of youth unemployment in Vihiga County, she has supported initiatives aimed at skills development, education, and entrepreneurship. She has championed bursary programs to help students from disadvantaged backgrounds access education and training. By prioritizing youth empowerment, she has sought to address one of the root causes of poverty and social instability. Education advocacy has been a consistent theme in Beatrice Adagala's public service. She has emphasized the importance of access to quality education as a foundation for long-term development. Her efforts have included supporting school infrastructure projects, promoting girl-child education, and facilitating scholarships and bursaries. She has been particularly vocal about keeping girls in school and addressing cultural and economic barriers that hinder their educational progress. In addition to education and empowerment, Adagala has shown strong interest in healthcare and social welfare. She has used her platform to advocate for improved healthcare facilities, maternal health services, and access to basic medical care. Understanding the challenges faced by families in accessing healthcare, especially in rural areas, she has pushed for better resource allocation and service delivery at the county and national levels. Within Parliament, Beatrice Adagala has contributed through committee work, debates, and legislative initiatives. She has used her voice to highlight issues affecting rural communities and women, often grounding her arguments in real-life experiences from Vihiga County. Her approach to legislation is consultative and pragmatic, reflecting her belief that effective policies must be informed by the realities on the ground. Adagala's leadership style is often described as approachable, resilient, and service-oriented. She maintains close contact with her constituents through regular community engagements, listening sessions, and development forums. This connection has helped her remain responsive to emerging needs and maintain accountability. Despite the challenges and pressures of national politics, she has remained focused on delivering results for the people she represents. On a personal level, Beatrice Adagala is known for valuing family, faith, and community. She draws strength from her cultural background and often emphasizes the importance of unity and collective responsibility. These values have influenced her leadership philosophy, which prioritizes empathy, fairness, and collaboration. Looking to the future, Beatrice Adagala envisions a more equitable and prosperous Vihiga County where women and youth have equal opportunities to succeed. She continues to advocate for policies that promote inclusive growth, social justice, and sustainable development. Her long-term goal is to contribute to a Kenya where leadership is driven by service, integrity, and a genuine commitment to improving people's lives. In summary, Beatrice Adagala's biography reflects a journey rooted in community service and driven by a passion for empowerment and development. From her early life in Vihiga County to her role as a national legislator, she has consistently worked to uplift marginalized groups and strengthen social systems. Her story stands as an example of how grassroots leadership and dedication can translate into meaningful national impact. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more.